Are you wondering if it's time for a rebrand? Let's consider some of the key signs to look out for. I'm Laura Nicole Brown from Inspirati, helping purposeful entrepreneurs build brands and websites with intention, personality, and impact. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. The goal of a rebrand should be to refocus your existing brand to better attract your ideal client. It should also help you sell more products, enable you to increase your prices, and make you less vulnerable to competitive pressures. So how do you know when it's time to rebrand? In this video, I will discuss some of the key signs to look out for to help you evaluate if your business is ready for a rebrand. So the first reason you may consider rebranding is that your target market has changed. If your target market has changed, you may be concerned that your current brand is not positioned well to resonate with them. This could be the result of changing your business model or your business strategy. The question is, does your current branding connect with your ideal client? Your brand should speak to the people you want to reach. So if this is not the case, a rebrand is probably a good call. Imagine you want to attract a younger demographic, but your brand still looks like something from your grandparents' generation. Rebranding lets you define yourself in a way that will attract these new audiences. The second reason you may consider rebranding is that you have expanded your business. Growing the business can sometimes result in a complex mix of offerings with no unified character or message to bring everything together. If this is the case, a rebrand would be a wise choice. It could be that you have expanded your range of products and services. Does your brand reflect your expanded range of offerings, or is it still constrained by your original product? The issue often occurs with your brand name or logo. What seemed like a great idea 10 years ago no longer reflects what your company is about. For example, imagine you started off by selling women's shoes, but your brand has now expanded to sell shoes for men and children, as well as clothes. Maybe your name or logo is very feminine, representing only women's shoes, and no longer represents your multifaceted offering. Alternatively, it could be you are serving a new geographical area or have expanded to new locations. Maybe e-commerce has opened you up to the global marketplace. But the name, logo, or entire character of your brand is centered around the city it was founded. Will it resonate with people in the new locations you plan to expand to? The third reason you may want to consider rebranding is that you don't stand out in the market. It could be that your industry is observing rapid change and you are worried about your ability to compete. Your brand feels dull and outdated compared to your competitors who look fresh and appealing. Sometimes companies in the same industry gravitate towards a certain look and feel. The problem? There's no originality, no authenticity, and no differentiation. They all start to look the same. If this has happened to you, it's time to reclaim your space and build a brand that is unique to you. This is common with the use of colour. You see a lot of brands in the same industry that use the same colour. Using a different colour can be a great opportunity to stand out. After all, you want your brand to stand out on the shelf, in the social media feed, in Google, on billboards. A visual revamp that is very different from the competition is a good way to get people's attention. But remember, branding isn't just about visuals. The fourth reason you may want to consider rebranding is that your brand doesn't reflect your values. You may find yourself thinking who you once were in the past no longer reflects who your brand is today or aspires to be in the future. Your purpose, vision, and values have changed as your business has evolved. Or maybe the values you once had are no longer acceptable in today's society. For example, think about how attitudes towards the environment and equality have changed. People want to buy products from brands that share their values. If your business has evolved, or your mission and values were never properly articulated when your business was first created, your brand may not reflect the values you want to represent. The external look and feel of your brand may not reflect the values you want it to be based upon. When business decisions don't align with your brand strategy, it can result in diluting or even destroying the brand image. In this video, we've looked at some of the key signs to look out for to help you evaluate if your business is ready for a rebrand. Whatever your reason for rebranding, ensure that you do it with intention. Before diving in, it's important to get clarity on the problems with your existing branding and what isn't working. With this in mind, you can evaluate if a rebrand is really what you need, or maybe it's a refresh, or simply changing your website. Remember, rebranding isn't an exercise in making things look pretty. If you do decide rebranding is the right direction for you, be sure to take a deep dive into your brand strategy and foundations, so you can be assured that they align with the messaging and the visuals that you create. Would you like to discover how impactful your brand is and find out the crucial components you're missing? Take my free quiz. All you need to do is go to inspirati.com/brand quiz. I hope you found this video useful. Bye for now.